It seems to be too regular for most people's liking. Why is it such commonplace for us to have high-profile robberies by judges? Is it that it's a very subjective sport to judge? Is it the fact that they're sitting in different places around the ring? Or is there something more sinister at play?
I had this feeling that controversial decisions and cries of robbery in boxing used to be, they were constant but not as commonplace as they are today. It seems to me almost every other fight that goes a distance seems to be a massive bone of contention amongst fans and pundits and the fighters' teams and whatnot. Where business is involved, and we see it on the lowest rung of boxing as people come up with house fighter against the opponent, their journeyman, whatnot. We know that it's a business and that there are vested interests, and why certain people get decisions in a close call, or why certain people sometimes been outrageously robbed. The worst robbery I've ever seen, still to this day, is the first Pernell Whitaker Jose Luis Ramirez fight, which was I believe it was in Paris. Yeah, it was in Paris. I mean, there was absolutely no. That cannot be based on subjectivity, because nobody's ever seen a fight on television before could have thought Ramirez won it. Subjectivity can come into it. Boxing, obviously, anything which is... There is no clear scoring criteria for professional boxing. People say that it's based on an effective aggression, ring generalship, which is a great open-ended term, once described by Boxing Illustrated as what boxing judges refer to when they score a fight for the wrong guy.
Absolutely.
That was in the glossary of terms. The other one is for defence, and obviously scoring punches, landed on the target area. Now, I personally don't believe you should get points for defence. I think it's a beautiful thing, and I think it's the basic tenet of boxing.
I think your point should be that you don't get hit.
Yes, I think I am very, very pro-defence, and I think it is the most essential aspect of boxing. But I don't think it should be a scoring criteria as such. It's a scoring negator, isn't it? It's not, I'm not going to give you a point for slipping 5 jabs in a beautiful Willie Pep-esque manner. I'll admire the hell out of you for it, but you're just not getting a point. But, somebody once said that there was an old referee, a British referee, I believe his surname was Thomas. I don't think he's active anymore, but he certainly was in the 2000s and the 90s. And somebody said, you see a round go by, one guy lands 5 jabs, relatively innocuous jabs, and the other guy lands 2 hard right hands. He said, who'd you score it for? And he goes, I go for the lad who landed the right hands. So I can certainly understand that qualitative scoring criteria, where you say there's 5 incidental shots against 2 hurtful, eye-catching shots, but
I'm not sure if it was what's-his-face, Mario Lopez, or one of those guys in the international feed for HBO who said basically what they do is they watch, the way they score it is they say who would I most like to be in that round.
Who would I most like to be? Well, that's an interesting way of looking at it. Yeah,
you'd rather be the one who got hit with 5.
Well, yeah, because I think I would rather be the one who got hit with the 5 jabs. But, subjectivity obviously does matter. Let's face it, corruption is definitely a factor, and sometimes people are gifted
especially
decisions.
When it's a guy, take the Broner versus Paulie Malignaggi example, it's just convenient, isn't it?
There is so much more money to be made out of Adrian Broner's career and future.
It's very, very convenient that it went that way.
Paul Malignaggi is a charismatic, sellable fighter. He's getting a bit older now, and he's found his level, which is a very good level. But he's not going to surprise anybody with anything that happens here on in. Adrian Broner, his career is a potential multi-million-dollar affair.
And he's being lined up as the replacement
which could, in some people's mind, might even define the sport to an extent over the next decade.
So it's got a little bit of a Jose Luis Castillo, Floyd Mayweather one.
There is so much more money and vested interest to be made from Broner continuing undefeated than there was for Malignaggi retaining his WBA welterweight title against him.
Yeah.